Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's another session. Today is a particular one because we have in our midst an agricultural expert that is here to share with you guys his expertise, and most importantly, he has something interesting that he wants to share with you that's going to help you excel in your agricultural aspects. So, is this something that you are interested to? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, you're welcome again. Like I said, we have an expert in our midst in name of I call him Ngu Georges, but I'll allow him to attach his personality to that Ngu Georges. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I said you I call him Ngu Georges, but are we talking about Dr. Ngu Georges, Mr. Ngu Georges? What is attached to Ngu Georges?
We live in an environment where people attach a lot of importance to some of these prefixes.
Yes.
It's good because it's actually a lot of rigorous hard work.
Yes.
And so no one will like to be, stepped down when actually it's supposed to be at a certain level.
Yes.
But personally, I'm still too.
Okay.
Still too, but almost.
Okay.
So I put more emphasis on what you can deliver, or at the farm level, helping farmers make income or good money in their pockets. Well, I think in the long run, that's the most important thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so going on in our first quick question that we have for you. Who is Mr. Ngu Georges exactly in terms of career as aspiration?
Mr. Ngu Georges is an agricultural expert. I did a first degree in agriculture.
Okay.
And then went further in my higher degrees to do specialties in something else.
All right.
But my main strong points are that I've been working with farmers for a long time, almost 20 years.
Wow.
And we've helped to build farmers, their capacity, organize seminars, do trainings, and even help people set up farms and help them manage them.
Okay.
And I think speaking in this capacity, I'm not speaking with someone who is lacking in the science, but farmers are not too concerned with all of our science. They're also no concerned with what we have been able to bring out in science and how we can actually help them at the farm level. It's just where I come in and I have that plus because I can combine the two. Bring someone who has the knowledge, the understanding. At the same time, I've had this practical working hands-on experience with the farmers. So being a farmer myself, when I talk to farmers, that passion is there because there is that connect.
Definitely. Definitely. And we know most of our farmers are interested in how can they increase their productivity farm level at the farm level. So no matter what we do in our lab, also what exactly
How can that be transcribed practically in a way that the farmer understands and makes sense to him?
Yes.
Because sometimes there is this problem of selling innovations.
Okay.
The innovation is true, it works, but the farmer doesn't seem to find himself in what you are saying. So we need to look for the most basic, simple way is which the farmer can understand, assimilate, practice, and then get the benefits that comes out from such an innovation.
That's very interesting. Now, Mr. Joseph, please, with your 20 years plus of experience in farm work, what do you say some of the drawbacks when it comes to agriculture in Cameroon in general?
Our agriculture is faced with a lot of challenges. First, most of our farmers are doing just basically rudimentary agriculture. They are not doing it in a professional way or doing it in a business manner. It has become a routine activity that maybe you're in the village, you don't have any other thing to do, and just to keep yourself busy, that is half just or just some is that there is no way you just do for subsistence to eat and sell the little surplus. Whereas there is a vast opportunity that the agricultural domain can offer. And I think that is where science and the colleges and faculties of agriculture and universities, their role is to see how they can carry out research and bring out those findings in a way that they can benefit farmers and boost their production.
Okay, sir. No, I've this particular worry because my mom owns a farm. She has been farming. In short, since I have been active with family like for 15 years, I used to go and help her till late. But I want to ask, what will you say about the availability of information between farmers, like access of information to farmers?
Yeah, that is also a key issue. And another problem is if you want to do commercial agriculture, you will need land.
Yeah.
And the land laws also are a deterrent to people having large expanse of lands to cultivate in a profitable way. There are also issues of costs, inputs, and all of that, which sometimes are beyond the reach of the farmer. But there is one thing in science: science doesn't lie. See, the more you get right up to the threshold level of inputs application, then you will get the returns. But unfortunately, this is where knowledge comes in. Okay, farmers, there seem to be a kind of gap. The extension services of the country, over the years, when we take a study of the extension system in Cameroon, we realize now that in as much as research is still being carried out, we have the Institute of Agricultural Research, RAD. Yes, it did a lot of research. Okay, now the problem is, how is that transmitted? How is that disseminated in a way that the farmers can make use of them? In that area, I think we are having a great challenge. But the government is actually working, and farmers sometimes also need to group themselves together and make use of this knowledge that is available. If you notice any farmer is scattered as individuals in a little corner, some are not even aware that there is an agency or a body or an institute whose rule duty is to ensure that they carry out research to help farmers maybe in disease control, process management, and sometimes even production systems, management systems in farms, which is the best system to use for this crop. Research is still done all those research, and now the issue is, how do they disseminate? That was the first effect. Farming is a problem, and then some of our farmers, actually, as I said before, are not professional farmers, but they're happy with what they're doing. You get the point? Because you must be disturbed with what you are doing, who had reasons someone to go to get something better. So if you are contented, and you also have issues of farm to market road, there are some people that cannot expand their farmlands. They have the means, but maybe where land is available. The question now is, how will you be able to bring out the crops, especially with the state of our road? So those are the challenges hindering. But science has been able to come up with ideas, right? You don't need a large expanse of land to grow crops now. So there are so many. There is vertical fertilization now. These things are available, and anybody can, get that knowledge and put it in practice.
Okay. Now, before going into that, we would like to understand your passion. What made you decide to go into agriculture? Why not, engineering, pilot, those other stuff? Why farm?
Yeah, actually, I'm someone that by nature I like to serve.
Okay.
God has given everyone a passion and a gift. And I sense in me that ability to serve. Wherever I found myself, I've always been a servant. I easily get the pains of others. And so I spend my time thinking on how can I be able to offer assistance. And one of the greatest areas in which you could do that is in agriculture. More than 70% of the population of Cameroon is engaged in agriculture. Has been an enterprise from time immemorial. So if you really want to impact lives, one of the areas in which you could possibly do that is through agriculture. And that is why when I finished my advanced level, went to Nigeria, I decided that agriculture would be a good field for me to do. And I've been enjoying it all these years.
That's amazing, sir.
Thank you.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Now, there is this particular issue where it comes to farmers' productivity, their yield. And we know that one of the principal causes, that one of the principal factors that affects yield is fertilizers. Now, our farmers have embraced inorganic fertilizer, which we all know some of the drawbacks of inorganic fertilizer. Because one thing I've known with research, that inorganic fertilizer is good instantly, but brings a lot of drawbacks in the long run. Like with over time, it tends to reduce the soil here. Now, what do you say about that? Like, what do you say about the impact of inorganic fertilizer in concrete, in such a way that the farmer, they will understand it?
I think the farmers themselves, some have observed this, but they don't know that that is the reason why it's happening that way. You see, nature itself has everything in place. But sometimes, science, in order to fasten at the level of the lab, wasn't able to come up with issues that people can use. But sometimes in the long run, it has a deterrent effect. And inorganic fertilizers is one of those. And in your statement, you said one of the challenges that farmers face is in the use of inorganic. There are so many challenges. That one of the things that the farmers try to use to boost their yield is fertilizers in general, which come in so many forms. But the most sometimes easily and practically portable is the inorganic fertilizers. But unfortunately, inorganic fertilizers in the long run instead damages the soil. So you can use it maybe for the first year, you will have the yield,
Yes.
but subsequently you realize that it's not farming. And for you to be able to have that same exactly, and the more you keep adding, the more they're destroying the cell texture and structure. And that is the milieu in which plants grow. Just imagine your body. If it's not well taken care of, you are sure that whatever you put outside is usually like garbage in, garbage out. So now what is the way forward? That is why even in agricultural practices in the world today, the trend seems to be shifting to organic agriculture. Because we are living in this planet, we need to do everything possible to sustain the environment. You have to, so environmental friendly agriculture is the trend to ensure that these things are not harmful neither to ourselves nor to the environment. There are people who have testified, they've gone to occasions, maybe they've eaten crops or fruits, maybe vegetables particularly. You've had an experience like that.
Okay.
Which maybe a lot of these fertilizers must have been applied. And immediately, I assure myself, I've been taken from a taxi to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
It was that serious. So if we are going to continue to have sustainable agriculture, then we need to come up and tell the farmers and make them understand, because a great number of families rely on the farm. And for it to be sustainable, then we need to achieve sustainable practices. And one of such is sustainable agricultural farming systems.
Okay. So what can we do to overcome the use of inorganic fertilizer? Because I want to believe that farmers cannot know that this thing is bad and they keep using it if they don't have a choice. But if they have a choice, we'll definitely go for something better.
That is why there is organic fertilizers, and there are these simple remedies that farmers can be able to do even at home using natural substances, which in the long run will go to maintain the soil, the texture, the structure, even the microbes in the soil. That will give now a sustainable farming system where you can be able to have higher yields over time. And there are also, even in the world of science, they're coming up with products that are organic in nature. Because if you look at it, most of the organic fertilizers that we have, especially like manure, dungs, and stuff, there's the bulky issue of the odor of having to the transportation cost to carry to the farming. That's some of the challenges. Unconclusive manages as science has been able to come up with products that would that standard of being inorganic, but at the same time safe, at least affordable as you can even manageable to use, comfortable to use.
And I think it's in that line that we have something you brought us to share with our farmers.
Exactly.
We'll start with the first one that I have in front of me. We call it the 4-tree
Booster.
The 4-tree booster.
Yeah.
I think the camera can have it. Well, please tell us more about the 4-tree booster. What is it exactly?
Just to say, Fertiliser is a brand of products.
Okay.
It's developed in Thailand. It's just making its entry into Africa from Nigeria. And I think it's been in the continent for just close to 10 months. But the results that we are getting is so alarming. And I give you an example. In Nigeria, even some of the state governments and Ministry of Agriculture are already partnering with the producers. You see how they can use it to boost the agriculture, because the trend in the world is going sustainable, going organic. So once products like this come up, entities which are there to boost the agricultural production of the environment, states or nations actually would have the buy-in. Also, the range of products there is 4-tree. There is 4-tree, which is this one.
Okay.
Actually, it's an efficiency enhancer. It is an organic fertilizer, and it can be able to help reduce the cost of production at the farm level. In that packet, you have this is a sachet.
Okay, it's like tea.
Yes.
Or like mambo.
Yeah. Yes. So there are 10 of these sachets inside the pack.
Okay, okay.
And just to tell you that I was talking about convenience, these sachets can cover 3 hectares of farmland.
This sachet,
Yes.
one of these sachet, 3 hectares of farmland.
Yes. This is
How do you
use the measuring instrument. A flat for 20 liters of water in another side, and you spray your farm. So there are 40 of this inside here. That tells you that they can be able to do 3 hectares.
definitely?
Yes.
So it's just like you put it in water.
Yes.
They use the spraying machines, the normal one that we use. I spray it.
So it makes it easier. And even presently, we are having knapsacks that are battery operated.
Yeah, just for it all.
So instead of taking organic fertilizer, putting it under broadcasting, this becomes very, very easy. Just to come back to the question that you asked me before, yes, is it? I said this is Fortree, it's an efficiency enhancer, and it's actually an organic fertilizer. It helps the plants to meet all the nutritional requirements of the plants. And the technology behind it is that the particle sizes are very small, ionic. Now, what the producers say is, in the production, they equate this to like 6G in telecommunications. Like very environment. Right. When you spray this to your crops, it takes just a minute or two for the plants to absorb everything.
Cool.
Yes. So it's ionic formula.
So it doesn't have time to evaporate.
Exactly. Plants. So you see, we've come from bulky fertilizers, inorganic fertilizers, come down to nanoparticles. Now we're talking the ionic particles. As you spray very thinly, and it passes through the stomata, the stems, and it is absorbed. And it starts working immediately at cellular level.
Okay.
Even a hammer at the top is at the surface. Exactly. It gets through, and it starts working at the cellular level of the plant.
I get it.
If you see, like in even in the medicine, with human medicine, there's a trend where you are having all these stem cells. Yes, what I've heard, that's a trend also is just those medications all over the place, stem cells. There's some products that actually go and work exactly at the target cell level. So the output is seen fast. So with these products, the farmers can be able to have low cost of production.
Okay. Yes, in terms of getting the requirements.
Yes, and then it will double the yield.
Yes.
You can even triple the yield just by using this. And most importantly, it's organic. It's organic, natural compounds. And this is the Fortree. This is Booster.
Okay.
The Booster has a patented product in it. Okay. Tilted to say that it's an innovation. Okay. So you patent it, we all say it's protected. But once you can use this alone, it's okay. If you want to get the best results,
You need to combine.
combine it with the booster. The name booster means that it boosts the efficiency of this by 4 times. And if we were to do it,
Is this why they gave the name Fortree?
yes,
4 times.
yes. No, this is the booster. This one is just the normal Fortree. This is Fortree booster. There is a third one. I don't have it here with me. It's for soil.
I think we'll next
Guys, we get more about that. For soils, is to use for an aging soil. You have used a particular area of land for long because the soil is actually the home of the plants. And every time we plant, they get nutrients from the soil. They for them to go. And the soil, the mineral content of the soil is being depleted. We're using the soil over and over and over. At some point in time, the soil gets tired. The nutrient content is low. And this is one of the challenges most of our farmers have, as we're talking about the issue of inorganic fertilizer and its negative effects.
Yes, sir.
People fertilize farms without actually knowing what is the nutrient balance of the soil. Because most people don't really know what this NPK means that they use. NPK is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
Yes, sir.
That's what it means. Yeah. And the levels you see that you go and buy, maybe you buy 20-10-10, it simply means that nitrogen is split in that product at 20%, 10% of phosphorus and potassium. Or that's it.
Yes.
But now these elements in your soil may be different. So if you put an excess, let's say you just apply without knowing, definitely you will not get the returns because there must be a balance of those nutrients in the soil. And the pH of the soil has to be right. Because organic actually that yes, in the soil are being controlled by pH. So a poor pH may affect those soils that you use. Yes. For soil, balances the pH of the soil, add the liters available, and can be able to regenerate an aging soil.
So it means in itself, it will help to balance.
Exactly.
You don't need to go further the circle or so just apply. So it will still understand the nature of the soil and release what is needed to
If the pH is high, it will bring it down. So yes, it does all that. So the 2 brands is an innovation that A4 is global company. So the company is in Thailand, is offering to the African market. They started in Thailand, they have gained the visibility there, gone in Asia, and it's now that they're moving out to Africa.
And this product, for how long have you been using it personally?
I've used it for one farming system. If you come to our farms, I'm sure maybe we'll have a day to go to the farm. Yes, we'll have a day to go to we brew some maize there, and we're applying these products there. When you come, you can see we have been using them for about 3 months now. And we've been distributing to other farmers within the country, and the response we're getting is very positive.
That goes for
All crops. You're doing gardening, vegetable gardenings, you can use it. You are growing perennial plants, you're using fruit trees, you're using cocoa, palms, rubber, whatever. You just simply have their various guides on how to apply on each of these plants. And
See, universal something.
yes, as long as it's a fertilizer, I can go for all crops.
No, I remember you said there's more into it. There's business behind it because there's this aspect that farmers really find it difficult to be able to meet up just with the farm part. And I remember you made me to understand that there's a business behind it, where farmers can earn why they use the fertilizer at no extra cost.
No extra cost.
Please, can you tell us more about that?
This is you see, business in the world today is being multidimensional, and so many business-oriented persons have told us that there's no way you can be able to meet up with your demands just by relying on a single income stream. And Christians will tell you biblically, from a biblical standpoint, you need about 4 income streams. But there are people that have more than that. So now, farming is what in Africa we rely on. This has come to help your direct farm activities. Reduce your costs, while at the same time doubling or tripling your income. That means that you're going to have more money in your pockets to solve your problems, pay your debts, get more land, and why not live the kind of life you have always dreamed to live. They didn't end there.
Okay.
They looked at it and said, what can we do to still build a community? And there was a network marketing business that is attached to give the farmers another opportunity to earn an extra income. And I can tell you that income is large. It's large. You just need to do more. You just need to direct into the system. Now, what is it that you're supposed to do? As a farmer, you may just want to use the product at farm level. Okay, you'll be cheating yourself because the farmers are the end users. And that is why I came to make this appeal. You know, entrepreneurs can just come in between the middle and cut off the farmers. Can be the ones reaping all these benefits that farmers are supposed to get. So my appeal today was to reach out to the farmers themselves.
Okay.
And tell them that this is your product, because when everybody gets this product, is going to sell it back to the farmer. So the farmer, don't just be there, don't just be there and everybody is making money on top of you. This is a business that is farmer oriented, and all farmers are called to participate to get the direct benefits at the farm level, while at the same time reaping the other benefits that the farm commission that they have put in place. Now, the company has 10 bonuses that comes alongside when you adhere and become a member. 10.
Okay.
Now, the first one is retail bonus.
Okay.
So, I mean, once the products are sold to those who are distributors, the price is different from what when you want to go and sell. So once you become a distributor, you get it at the company price. Now, what we were saying, you said you are sell at the market price and you make a commission. The company has put in place 30 to 50%. That is enormous. So if you are selling at 10,000, you can sell now the retail at 15,000.
Yes.
So that's your first benefit that you are getting. And then the second benefit is the referral bonus or welcome bonus. Now, anyone now that you join, so when you register and become a member, the company gives you a code.
Okay. Like that, an
identification certification. Using the system, that code knows it's you because you are furnished some information, your name, date of birth, another thing, and furnish the system as if we your profile picture. So each time that you want to register somebody, there's a form, sponsor ID. Once you put it there in the system, it will put the person under you, and you have a 20% bonus of what the purchases the person is making. So you can imagine if in a farming community, everybody decides to want to add there, and one person takes up among himself as a starting point and brings the others, you can create wealth within the community that we cannot imagine.
Definitely, but I wanted to get something clear about the registration. Now, when the farmer comes to register, is it paying to register or is just
It pays to register. It's just like buying.
okay?
But the rate now that you are buying is different from selling.
Yes.
So what we do is there are two entry categories.
Okay.
The first one is just maybe getting one packet, which it's just of recent that the incorporation certificate to operate in Cameroon was gotten. We're trying to work now at the level of the Ministry of Finance to see about financial transactions. Okay, for now we are being furnished through Nigeria.
Okay.
So we pay but through a Nigerian equivalent and through the banks. And sometimes the rates vary and bank charges close to exact. So but for now, when you are collecting to register for one packet is 100,000 francs. Then 100,000 francs entitles you to one of these packets. And then you have a welcome kit. That's one of these packets, 100,000. And then it comes with the welcome kit and a t-shirt.
Okay.
Two packets, 190,000. It comes with a welcome kit, a t-shirt, and a hat.
What is in the welcome kit?
The welcome kit has all the instructions and guide, the bets, our guides,
Wow.
and then even the business plan, how it is calculated so that you can be able to manage it yourself and understand you can know and track your finances yourself. Then it also has other products because the company does not produce only agricultural products. The company produces products also in health, on beauty, and in household. So in that welcome kit, there is a sample of all these other products the company gives you free. So then you can even a farming business, you can even decide to use those other products even as a business opportunity. Somebody can just come into the company to buy and be like a middleman to sell and use the other products as
So let me show you an opportunity to ask a question that I believe most farmers have out there. How much does this cost in normal terms, market price?
Now, what we do, depending on how the proximity of getting a product, this sachet will sell for 15,000 francs.
One sachet.
It's one sachet. So, right, market price. So, if you are 10 inside here, that's mostly out for 150,000. So, once you are getting this as a farmer, you have a product that can cover you 30 hectares of land. Whereas at the same time, you get 50% of what you spent in getting it. And if you use it in your own farm, you have double, triple your yield, which will still bring no income into your pocket.
There's one thing that I want us the farmers to understand in our local ways that local. You register for 100,000.
Exactly.
They give you this right there. With the market price of this is 150,000. You're already benefiting 50,000 just by registering. And on to that, you have the welcome kit that has other company products
inside
that they give you as a test.
Yes, and all the structures and everything you need to wear.
And most
you have a t-shirt also.
Yes, of course, for branding, for authenticity. And most importantly, become part of a network, become part of that has to guide you and orientate you.
And not only that, you are contributing to the sustainability of the land by sharing that they become part of the sustainable farming movement.
I think it's an amazing thing. What do you think? I think we should try it, right?
Yeah.
So I love the idea behind it because at the bottom end is that they are still going to buy the fertilizer.
Exactly.
They'll buy either the inorganic one or the organic one.
Exactly.
Now, it becomes way more positive when you buy an organic fertilizer at a cheaper price and you have huge yield.
Exactly.
Like it becomes more cost effective and you have commission again on it.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a simple example. You're a farmer. You want to be maize farming. And you need, let's just take 1 hectare of land as a sample size.
Okay, sir.
Normally, if you have to fertilize 1 hectare maize farm, we understand 2 weeks after planting, you need to apply 2010 NPK 2010 on organic fertilizer. Normally, for a hectare, you can use between 6 to 8 bags. 6 to 9 bags even.
Okay.
And presently, a bag goes for about 25,000 francs.
That's big. 6 bags, that's 150.
Let's say we take the low level. 6 bags. That will give you 150,000 francs, right?
And that's for 1 hectare.
That's for 1 hectare. 5 weeks after planting, they're supposed to apply urea. Urea is 20,000 francs per bag. You need 3 bags. That's 60,000 francs.
6,000.
So you are already at 201 and then another just so fertilize for 1 hectare of farmland. And you also need the input, insecticides or stuff like that. Now, let's say you didn't register, because if you register, this will come to 10,000.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a farmer, you just go and buy. This is 15,000 francs. This 15,000 francs can do you 3 hectares.
That one.
This one.
It's not even a pack. Yeah, but I would do it. Because in my mind, I was looking, but no. This is one. This one.
Yeah. We do 3 hectares. Then, that's what we the advantage. To go to the farm, you need to carry 50 kg bags at a taxi or whatever you carry. Easily. Let's put it down.
Yeah, but you see, we miss some ambience in farming. You go lemon sack in your pocket. Somebody, well, what are you going to the farm to do? What?
I'm not saying what I'm doing in the farm.
Just get it out. Take this simple small spatula.
Yeah.
Flat 20
liters of water, yes, put in a knapsack. And let's say you have the battery knapsack, just put the decision on reverse. In an hour, you are done with your farm. And you can do that continuously every week. It's only when the plants are flowering. That's when you stop. And after flowering, you can continue. That is it. And then now, you are also going to reap. Because what happens is, it supplies all the nutrients that the plants need. That is why the yield is there in its right order. The right order, others there's in it. And it works at the cellular level. It builds the immunity of the plant, such that the plant can be able to ward off diseases.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are some things that some people don't really look at it. The same thing that happens in plants is a biological system. The same thing that happens in our system. You are sick because your immunity is low.
Sure. It's not able to defend directly against it.
The else your immunity is strong, everything that your body needs is supplied in the right amount at the right time and in the right proportion. Your system is enough ready to fight off diseases. It's the same thing that this product does. It provides everything to the plant to make sure that the plant is able to ward off. That's what we say. It reduces your cost because you will even have to be spending more on getting other inputs like insecticides and all of that. So at the level, it brings down your costs, reduces your labor, time, and everything. Then at the end of the day, it reduces your yield. You can double your yield. And then you are contributing to the sustainable farming system, which is what we should all be doing because we have just this one planet and this one environment to save.
And I love the fact that you have commissions again on top.
And that is the second aspect where there's some things we cannot make publicity of in the public, but honestly, if you see the passion with which I put into this, I stay at home. I do what I'm doing now, publicity, adverts, people get to me. I send to them all over the country and I make a commission through that. I just sit and I see my account increasing. This is for the fact that I have something that I'm doing and working. This is where we're encouraging farmers. Like, don't go and strain. Our farmers are suffering.
Yeah, but they're not getting the best out of the farming and the labor they're putting in the farm. At the end of the year, crops are ready. You cannot take them out to the market.
Sometimes so much of it gets bad, and then you find yourself back in square one. And that's why you see our farmers are turning around a visualizer goal. And I think what we have come to do now is to show them an outlet where you can be a farmer, live a life of dignity, get the life you have dreamed to have through this food trade this way.
So because there was this study that says that according to the supply chain, the whole chain, the whole farming chain, from production right to consumption, the person who put the highest amount of energy is the farmer. And he is also the person that gets the lowest. I think it's time that we change the narrative.
That is why innovations like Thailand, a country that also relies agriculture, and also a subtropical country, and on their farming systems, and people are there thinking with innovations. He's a businessman, but he brought scientists together and said, these organic things that we are carrying all over the place, what is it there that we can be able to, what plants or whatever can we use and get this tree out and put in a concentrated manner, such that farmer doesn't need to carry bulky things. He goes to the farm. So you see some farmers over that to carry to go to the farm. He'll be tired before the boy started.
No, I can remember.
He started tired. He started rocking. But this, you see, it makes it. This is it. In case you want to use a tool, this is just all you need to take to the farm. You have a small bag, have the knapsack, and there you go.
And how do you use this other one?
This one is in liquid form. It's 5 mils in 20 liters.
See, if you're combining ditch, you're using, this is 5 grams. That's the most important. Whenever someone comes to buy, and see it maybe on an advert, then it comes and then take out this, he gets back a little off. She said, how you say this is 5 grams? How do I use it? She said, 3 hectares, how? I said, inside this, there's 40 of this. Okay? And you get a flat spoon for it, so 20 liters of water, so it will go. So how does it work? Say it's ionic. It's been compressed to very tiny particles. If we had water in a glass, we will demonstrate it for it. Once you just put this water, you see how fast the particle size will. Yes, spread easily. When we'll be in the farm, we hear it. Then now let me add this. Since it's a booster, you see how fast as the kinetic energy is increased. Yeah. And so now the plants can absorb it faster within a very short time. Okay. Oh, it means just this, to be clear, 800 liters of water. 800 to 1,000 liters. Enough for 3 hectares of farm. Yes, 15,000 francs. Thank you for this, sir. Thank you for bringing us and sharing with our audience, because I think the next step here is to give it a try. Nothing to lose, because at the end you have all to benefit. Exactly. Yes. So, so I think we are gradually coming to the end of this. But before we go, I wanted to know, how do we get this now? If I tell you that the rate at which people are looking for these products, you'll be amazed. It hasn't been in Cameroon for long, but just the fact that we are living in a world where social media is there and ICT tools, people are using them to get to the world is becoming very easy. Okay, so there are so many distributors in Cameroon, and for the company, each distributor is an independent. They call you IBO. It's an independent business owner. Yes, so you register. With normally you must have registered through someone. So we are like I'm like one of the persons that have, because there are in those bonuses and going up within the company, there are positions. Yeah, so you go from one level to the other. I think I've just been for just about 3 months. Okay, but I'm one of those who are at the manager position. So I'm here in Buya, and we have the stock available, and I also coordinate the transportation of the products from Nigeria, even from the other IBOs or distributors who are not actually by downlines. Yeah, but I'm the points in Cameroon that we facilitated to their scale. So I told you I'm a servant. I had to make that trip to Nigeria because some farmers were complaining. Even my first command, I had a lot of challenges taking it through that corridor. Also, all I saw that was going to be a problem, and I saw the further sense in Cameroon. Yes, it has to make that trip to Nigeria, make some arrangements with them. And then it's a safe pass. First hand in information as well. What I did, want everybody, even what I know you, I don't know you. You have registered maybe directly by yourself or somebody, because you can register someone anywhere. There are people in Cameroon, you have registered people in Gambia. So now when the products are ready and they have to come to Cameroon, the guy at the office there signals me, and I make an arrangement and someone that picks it up, sends it to me. And then now since each person's packet is packaged and whenever you move in norms, your account, your details, your details. Okay, not for such a out. Oh, I don't know. We have a stock. We definitely have farmers that are curious about it, that they want to give it a try. They want to actually embrace it, and they would like to get to you directly. How did they get to you? There are 2 points where you can trace. We are still trying to put in place an office, but the reference point where you can get me is at the University of Buya, the farm, the faculty. I work at the Faculty of Agriculture, still medicine. We will also drop your number, but they can directly call me. So we'll just check at the description. The number of Mr. Ngu will be there, so you can get. Yeah, also get through me for registration. In a day or two, we'll process the documents, send to Nigeria, and your products are with you. If you want to buy, we do retail. The booster, the for tree, and the for soil, they are all available. Thank you, sir. This one word for our farmers. Thank you for this opportunity, dear farmers of Cameroon. I understand that agriculture is a noble enterprise, and many of you are parents, and even the young ones are taking the call from the head of state to go back to the farms. But our farming systems, we don't want people to still do agriculture like it was done so many years back. Use innovation, be smart, look at things that have been made to make that work easy for you. And one of them is the Fortune brand of products.
We bring them to you so that you can come and let's discuss, and we share with you how you can use these products so that you can be able to get higher yields while reducing your cost of production. And that doesn't end only at that level. We can now be able to introduce you within the business, which will now become a kind of extra income for you. You work at the farm, you get the yields, while at the same time, there is still some income. Even while you are working, even while you are sleeping, so that is chipping into your accounts. We believe with this, you can be able to have more passion. And with that added income, maybe you can use to do those things that you have only dreamt of doing. Maybe you want to expand your farmland and the means is not there. We can assure you that being a partner with us at Fortree, you can be able to satisfy and achieve your dreams. There is no need, young people, going to take the route to walk to the Mediterranean, taking that risk and all of that, that some don't get there. In Cameroon, we can make it. Technology, science, and innovation has come so that we can be able to put our heads together and push this mission forward. So I invite you, my number is there on the screen, call for me, I can book a one-on-one discussion. Tell me the kind of crops you are engaged in, the farming systems you are in, and together we can give it a try. And I can assure you, from the results we've had so far these past months, not only in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in Benin, it is just amazing. So be the next person to join the queue. I will welcome you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay. Next step is simple. Get in contact today with Mr. Ngu and have a taste of what it is to be a Fortree partner. So then, if you're interested in the next part of this podcast, we will likely meet in a farm where we'll actually do the test together, the simulations. So stay tuned. More is still to come. So then, stay focused.